Welcome to Blog to Your Talent. This is lesson 22. We are on the topic of how to write about your talent in a blog. And one of the things you want to do in writing about your talent is you want to insert your personal reaction to the basic content that you've just written about in the post.
Put some feeling into your
You
post.
want to put some feeling, because what you are trying to do with your blog post is to show readers. You're showing advanced people, experts that you want to eventually meet, and you're showing newbies, complete newbies right behind you, that you have assimilated the information. You understand what has just happened to you and an experience you've had with your talent. So you want to have an emotional reaction.
Passion.
Some passion, absolutely. So if you have worked hard at developing your talent, you are pushing yourself, and you come across a situation where you put together, maybe give an example here. One of my sons is very much into bladesmithing and playing around with a lot of metals and hot flames and so forth. And at this point in time, he's experimenting a lot with combining different metals together and I don't even know the terms, but he's pretty advanced in this. Well, he's run across situations where he's actually ruined some expensive pieces of metal. They're actually not ruined, but they're not usable in the format that he wanted. And because he didn't quite fully understand how the experts were doing that. So he experimented, and along the way he realized, I should have looked a little bit closer. And now he understands. He's not going to forget that.
Yeah.
He's lost some money on it. He has an emotional reaction to that. So instead of him just writing about his experience, explaining where he failed, he is going to want to insert at the end of that post an emotional reaction. In that case, he could have felt some frustration about
His
losing so much
parents
money.
Could have felt it frustration.
I could have,
we
as his
had a little bit
father.
of fear about this, and being in the same household. But yeah.
Well, it wasn't dangerous, but he lost some pocket money on this, and he won't forget that. But instead of not putting it in your post, and some of you might be tempted not to mention that, do put that in there. Explain to you about if in that particular situation you lost a lot of money on that.
Yeah.
Mention that, because this is important for people who want to follow you. In fact, experts want to know that you are aware that your skill or talent is serious enough
Put
that
some skin in the game.
yeah, that if you're not doing it right, you can lose some money. If you're going to work with them, they want you to know that this is not a casual thing.
Right.
So put your emotional reaction in there. Now, by the way, it doesn't always have to be negative. I mean, it can be also very positive.
It can be excited, because you could be excited about something that you just discovered, and you've watched other people do it. Now you had a chance to do it, and you've maybe failed at it 3 or 4 times, but then finally you hit it. Or, if you're a musician and you're able to perform in front of people, talk about how that feels. Because people want to know, well, I see people on stage, are they nervous? Or, because I think I would be so nervous to be in front of 1,000 people. So if you have an opportunity to be in front of people because it's somehow related to your talent, talk about those emotions and how you deal with being in front of people, or whatever kind of emotions that you have, and include that in your blog post. And this is also, if you remember our earlier lesson about bringing that personality out, this is also, it gives you a chance to bring more of your personality out, because you're talking about how you feel, or how things happened, and you're explaining some of those emotions with it.
Absolutely. Remember, you're not an encyclopedia. You are a person that might bring some encyclopedic knowledge to your post, but you are a person in control
Interesting way.
of the data, and sometimes things happen to you, and then you want to explain to others how you felt about it. So what I want you to do in this lesson is to go back to your 3 previous posts, and where you talked about experiences that you've had, and add at the end of it some emotion, your personal reaction to that experience. So chances are you probably did put some emotion in there if these were true experiences that you had. But some of you, I know, are going to be reluctant to do that because you are more concerned about
how you look online.
How you look. And, well, you know what? You're just not there yet. And that's okay. So what you want to do is that show other people that, yes, you are a beginner, but you are learning from it, and that you are now emotionally engaged and serious about it. So go back to your 3 previous posts, add an emotional reaction to the end of it, and that will be the end of your exercise. So you don't need to write any new posts. Go to the 3 previous ones and add an emotional reaction to it at the end. Exclamation points are allowed, question marks are allowed, a lot of other things are allowed. Triple exclamation points are allowed if it was really surprising.
I guess.
You guys, all right.
Just don't write all in caps, you know that. You can put some personality in there.
All right, this is the end of our lesson for today, and I want to wish you a happy talent journey.